So it's around $140,000 in revenue.
And that was the third month or the fourth month?
I mean, we officially started in July.
So you guys made 40,000 profit in 3 months while you've been only in e-commerce for maybe 4 months.
To live here in Thailand, it's life-changing money.
That's nice to see. Wow.
They were incredibly helpful from beginning to end, and even now after the...
Boy and Siep, what's up guys?
How's it going?
I'm fine, I'm fine. Yeah, good to see you guys. How are you doing?
Doing pretty well, man.
Yeah?
Been busy, quite busy lately.
Working on the business?
Always, day and
Nice.
night. Yeah.
Day and night. Amazing, man. Yeah, you guys calling from Bangkok today. It's going to be very interesting because you guys have a very interesting background. You guys both Dutch. You both have not lived for that long in the Netherlands at all. You guys have been living in Thailand for a very long time. So we will dive into that as well. Dive into you guys' e-commerce performances. So yeah, I'm very excited for today, man.
Same, yeah.
Yeah. So guys, can you just do like a short introduction?
My name is Boy, I'm 32 years old. I've been living in Thailand for the past 18 years. So since 2007.
Nice.
My name is Siep. I'm the younger brother, even though we might not look alike. We're still brothers, 21 years of age, and yeah.
Great. Okay, guys. So we got two brothers here on the call. That's very exciting. Yeah, you guys mentioned you have been living both in Thailand for a long time. Where exactly in Thailand?
We grew up on the island of Koh Samui.
Yeah.
Since 2007, like my brother said, for a little over 15 years before moving to Bangkok myself.
For me, a little earlier, 11 years older. So I moved to Bangkok, I think, in 2011. Yeah, living in Bangkok for quite some time now.
Yeah. Do you guys have a preference, Bangkok or Samui?
Personally, for me, I would have to go with Samui, just because I grew up on the island. I'm more of an island boy myself. I prefer the ocean. I grew up on the beach, so just to have that that atmosphere, that different lifestyle, which is so much better than Bangkok. But Bangkok is starting to grow on me.
I mean, I honestly like it both. And now, because we do e-commerce, we have the opportunity to enjoy both. Like now we can enjoy Bangkok, and if you want to go to Samui, we can enjoy Samui again.
Yeah,
but
man.
since we lived there for quite some time, we both like the island life.
Yeah. Okay. Nice, man. Yeah, e-commerce made it all possible, and I'm pretty confident that you guys will be able to always do that if you just stay committed to the e-com journey. For how long have you guys been doing the e-commerce with Business Belts? When did you guys start?
The beginning of June, we had our first meeting with Rudy.
Yeah.
We actually joined maybe the 10th of June.
Oh, you guys met Rudy in personal?
First, we had an online call. We kind of thought, oh yeah, this is maybe something for us. And then Rudy was like, come on guys, we're both in Bangkok. We might as well meet in person. So we met in person and at the Commons, Tong Law.
Oh yeah, nice.
And he showed us a bit about Business Belt, how you guys do it there, and
Just the community, basically.
Yeah.
we kind of thought this is something for us.
Nice.
Because it was personal, Dutch guy in Bangkok, and then meeting in person all made it like real, because you see a lot of things online about e-commerce and stuff, and this all made it very real.
Nice that you're mentioning that, because that's also what we agreed on in the Business Belts company. Like whenever there's people that are interested and they're nearby, whether they're in Samui or in Bangkok, and they want to meet us in real life, let's just do that. So you give them also that confidence, like, yo, we don't have anything to hide, really. Like when I lived in Bangkok back then, I had that office there and people would come over there like all the time, and I would tell them like, yeah, this is where we work, so like this is where we always basically be. You can always find us here, basically. So that also gave a lot of people the confidence to eventually join, because I can also understand something online might be like, you see just a Dutch guy in Bangkok showing results, you're like, oh, this is fake, this is scam. A lot of people have that, which I do understand, but there's a lot of things that we cover to not like have those doubts anymore, But anyway, you guys made a decision to join. What did you guys do before that?
In the cannabis industry.
Oh, okay.
Both of us were bakers. So So basically anything to do with you know, cookies, brownies, gummies, you name it. Just having to work from you know, early mornings to late evenings. It was fun in the beginning, especially just because we got to work together. But then later on, you know, with having family on the island of Samui and always going back and forth and never, you know, getting enough days off or, you know, holidays.
Yeah.
It just seemed right to you know, look for something new, do something
Yeah.
new, explore new opportunities, and you know, we have always thought about doing something online. That's when we kind of met you on Instagram. And
How did you guys meet me on Instagram? Like I just pulled up somewhere or?
on our feed, yeah, well, on my brother's feed early on. I think even a few months before we started, and then it just kind of popped back up a few weeks before we started again.
Because we were already planning to quit our current, like our whole job, and then you popped up on our Instagram. I was pretty interested, but I didn't discuss anything with my brother yet. Like there was one day where he sent me a video of you, and I'm like, oh, I've been watching his video too. What do you think about it? We were both interested, on the verge of quitting our old job but needing something else. Then you popped up. It was like kind of meant to be in a way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, nice, man. So what made you guys eventually join? Because as you say, okay, you were able to meet Rudy in real life. Okay, that's all good. But like besides that, what made you guys interested in the program or maybe in me as a person? Because yeah, you saw me first time on Instagram. What was that? What stood out to you guys?
Made us, you know, decide to just go for it was one of your, I think, earlier recordings with one of the members.
Oh yeah,
He's a
Dutch
good
guy
friend
as
of
well,
ours.
also in Bangkok.
Oh yeah, that kind of just, you know, flipped the switch where we're just like, you know, let's do this, you know.
So it was like seeing Novel's video, seeing your videos, then meeting Rudy in person, and
Yeah.
also that you were very interested in a balance between work and health, you know.
Yeah.
So both of us do Muay Thai for quite some time.
Oh,
So
nice.
it kind of all just clicked.
Yeah, amazing, man. You guys fighters, right? You guys have fought before, right?
I have fought before. He has not, but we've both been training ever since we were maybe 7 years old.
Oh, so you guys are dangerous. I'm pretty sure. If you train for so long. Okay, nice, man. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, so then you guys joined Business Belts, and then, well, you guys are in for quite a while now. You guys have been doing some serious numbers. Could you maybe like share your screen and then we can just see the numbers and then we discuss the journey a bit, how it went from zero to there, you know?
There we go. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's still low. Yeah, there we go. Today you guys got 10 orders,
Yeah.
early morning.
Today is still early, you know, not the best of days, but
Yeah.
that's part of the journey. You know, it's
Part of
always
the
up
journey.
and down.
Could you, for example, show like the last 30 days or like the month November, because now it's the 9th of December.
So yeah, this was last month, one of our best months.
Yeah.
3 million Swedish crowns. Yeah, so it's a little. So we work in dollars, so it's around $140,000 in revenue.
Wow, $140,000 in revenue from Swedish crowns converted. And then what is the average net profit there?
Like we're really on our numbers. The actual net profit comes down to 15%.
Nice, man. Yeah. So you're
50% solid net profit.
net profit minus team costs, minus subscriptions, and yeah.
Exactly.
Even
Yeah.
electricity.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's nice. So 15%. Well, that's like like a $21,000. Let's say $19,000 euros in profit in that month only.
Right.
And that was which month was it? The third month or the fourth month?
I mean, we officially started in July, 15 July, and then we had our ups and downs in Denmark. So our first 6 weeks weren't very profitable, but also no big loss. We had some issues, and then we moved to another country, Sweden.
That's where it kind of kicked off, you know.
Yeah.
Sweden. Denmark was more of a learning process for us.
Nice. Yeah. You know, that is interesting to what we have in Business Belts, because now your guys are running in Sweden, but we have a lot of guys that run in Denmark. We have guys that run in Germany, Norway. We do a lot of different countries, you know, and sometimes something just doesn't really get traction for a specific guy, or in your case, like for partnerships, so that we're like, okay, we switch countries. And because we do have the knowledge, and you guys have the knowledge from us that you can switch fast and set everything up, this small tweak can basically change everything, you know?
Ever since we started in Sweden, it's only been up from there, to be honest.
Right.
Like, obviously we have ups and downs throughout the months, but we always finish the month strong and profitable.
Better than the previous month for the past 3-4 months now, yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. And the month before November, so October, you guys were already going there?
So,
Oh, that was also quite decent.
Quite decent, yeah. A lot of sales, a lot of orders. As you can see, between October and November, our average order value also increased.
Yeah.
This was based on some of the suggestions that we got within the community, as well as from our coaches.
Yeah.
Amazing, man. So this was also in profit around $20,000 or a bit less?
19, I think.
Wow. Like the last 60 days, you guys made $40,000 in profit.
Gross profit, yeah. But then if you actually look at the actual net profit, the past 3 months from September to the end of November were a little over 40,000 euros.
Wow. So in 3 months, 40,000, a little over 40,000 euros.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Wow. So you guys made 40,000 profit in 3 months, while you've been only in e-commerce for maybe 4 months or 4.5 months.
Let's say 5 months.
5.5 months, yeah.
Insane.
So it's definitely, I mean, and to live here in Thailand, you know, it's life-changing money, especially that we have made that kind of money within a time span of just 5.5 months with no knowledge or any background in e-commerce whatsoever.
Yeah.
There's definitely more to be made from this.
Yeah, man, for sure. You're all very nice, guys. I wasn't aware that you guys did these numbers, honestly. I knew from the coaches you guys were doing well, but these numbers, that's quite insane. What about, so if you select September, October, November all together, so we can just see the total revenue, because you were mentioning the profit. That's nice to see. Wow.
So yeah, as you can see, you know, ups and downs. Most of the time, halfway throughout each of the months, it's a little down. But then towards the end of the month, it's just up again. It's a bit like a roller coaster, you know, up and down. And as you can see now, it's just been up.
Wow, amazing, man. Amazing. Very nice to see this, guys. Happy that, that you guys made the decision to start. And also that you're already mentioning, like, this is life-changing money for you guys. And you say, like, we live in Thailand, so it's life-changing money. Yes, it is. But even if you would live in Europe, this will be still kind of life-changing money, because I don't really know many people that make 40,000 profit in 3 months, you know, like it doesn't really exist. And if it's there, there's still a lot of money that goes to the tax authorities and stuff, right? So amazing, man. Glad that your guys are doing great. Like, how does that feel to you both? You literally went from baking cookies, cannabis cookies, to making these profits.
Actually, it feels unreal. Like, we made decent money making edibles because we were both commission based.
Okay.
And we had like a 30% commission on all the net profit made. So the more we sold, the more we made. But nothing like these numbers. These numbers are definitely incredible. We didn't even expect it to be this good, you know. We had set our goal where we would be happy making 25,000 euros the end of this year, basically. So within five months, we were happy making 25,000. The beginning of last month, we were like, this goal, we blew it out of the window. You know, we wanted 50,000.
Amazing. So, okay, we're now talking about these numbers, and it's great what you have achieved, but you also mentioned, the first 6 weeks were not that going well for us. So it's not that we really made money. It's also not that we lost a lot, but you guys were still losing a bit. What kept you guys going? Like, why did you decide to proceed?
Well, yeah, I mean, we come from a background where, you know, giving up is just not an option for us. This is something that our fathers taught us early on. That comes with, you know, the Muay Thai mentality, the fighting background, as well as, you know, in school, in university, or even in our work life, back when we used to work commission-based. just commission based alone already shows how driven we are.
For sure.
Where we do not want to work on base. We would rather, you know, just end up trying to sell more, push out more product, more quantity, so that we end up earning more. And yeah.
Were the coaches helpful, like from the beginning until now? Because sometimes you have some struggles. You had like losses with them. You won more with them, of course. Like, was it helpful?
They were incredibly helpful from beginning to end, and even now after the 3-month course is done, basically they're still helpful. But throughout the whole process, both Mels and Rudy were amazing. Like
without a doubt, they're like absolute legends. Those two.
From basically knowing nothing to knowing how to make these numbers online. You know, without them we would have probably done it too, but maybe in a
few years time.
Yeah, because you have these shortcuts, right? Like you're just really able to imagine you need to do everything yourself. Like, how is that going to work? What are you going to do when you have these losses? Like, how can you optimize your conversion rate, your average order values? Like, how can you like copy paste those ads from competitors so fast and stuff? Like, it's a whole different game. Okay, of course now you understand the game because we taught you to do so, but still you guys are still beginners. Like, there's still so much more what you can learn and what you know, it's like it's an unlimited process basically.
Because the coaches are very knowledgeable, they also give you a boost of confidence, you know.
Yeah.
Like, we do make mistakes, but then you come around 2 weeks and have another call with them. They give you little tweaks and how you can improve, and that pushes your profit margins again. So
yeah man. Yeah, I'm very excited for you guys. And like, have you guys already thought together or like sit down together and say, like, okay, what is going to be next for us? Where do we want to head? How do we see this going moving forward? Because you work as partners and as brothers, of course. So what does that look like?
I mean, we definitely see this as as our future. From how much we have made the past few months alone already. But since the beginning, we knew that just so much potential in this, even though, you know, many people say it's exaggerated, but there's just so much money to be made from this. The networking that we have been kind of growing now, and the friends that we have been meeting in Bangkok that, you know, that have the same mindset, that are doing the exact same thing from business belts, such as the likes of Mickey and Noel. Those guys have even helped us in the beginning, early on, with, you know, setting up our company. Even the questions that we may have, you know, they have always been supportive of us.
To get back to your question, our goal is to finish this year off strong in Sweden. We want to have one more person hired, so that makes it a total of three people under us. That's our goal for this year. And our next year we want to start in another country. A few years, maybe a year or two down the line, we would like to start our own brand.
Nice.
But for now, we want the front end and the back end and our team to grow and be like a solid team. And once that's achieved, that's when we'll look at another country and then potentially even start a brand of our own.
Yeah.
Just because there's still so much to learn before we get to that stage.
For sure. Especially on the marketing side, I would say there's still so much to learn. And look, there's sometimes people, they want to start a brand from scratch. I'm like, yeah, good luck, bro. You're going to start a brand from scratch while you don't even know how e-com works. Like, you guys already have knowledge, but it will be still early stages, I guess. And it requires a lot of investments as well, right? That's just also a fact. So is it doable? Yes, for sure. But I would recommend to dive deeper into the dropshipping e-com space first. Like, be very good at marketing, really understand how marketing actually works. And then you can definitely consider to dive into that, man.
For sure.
Yeah, amazing. And are you guys actually also coming to the event? I mean, you guys live here in Samui, but we're hosting the event here, right? It's going to be an e-commerce mastermind and also some Muay Thai trainings and connecting with our students. And there's going to be a lot of e-com value. Have you guys considered to come?
Yeah. It took us some time to actually say yes, but we are joining. It's just still in the early stages of e-commerce. But since Business Belt gave us so much value, we truly believe that this mastermind will too. And we're like,
nice.
We don't do 50%, 60%. We either do nothing or we do everything. And then we're like, okay, now
And also, like, of course, getting to know us. I mean, you could have also met me without that event, honestly, but still, like, you're gonna get to know us in a different way because it's like we're really gonna be connected with everyone, right? So that is very valuable. Of course, you make connections so strong, and people that are coming, like some guest speakers, like we have a very interesting one. I don't want to share too much about it, but it's also related to branding, actually. Someone who also lives in Bangkok. So yeah, there will be a lot of opportunities for you guys there as well. So I'm actually glad that you guys are coming, man. So it will be a home game for you guys then.
Right.
For sure.
Very excited.
Do your guys' parents actually know what you're guys up to? And like, do you talk with them openly or?
Yes and no. Like they know exactly what we're doing. They don't know the numbers we're doing, but we want to keep that as a surprise for the end of this month. You know, Christmas, family together. You know, show them our appreciation of what they have meant to us, and yeah, because of them we basically became the people we are today, and also because of that we could have achieved these things along with business belt, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it's true what you guys say, like, of course, because of them, but at the end also because of you guys. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, maybe they helped you with some things, but still you guys did it yourself. It was not that they were there scaling your store. You know what I mean? So there will be a nice Christmas then for them.
Definitely.
I mean, it's always great having supportive parents.
Yeah, for sure, man. 100%. Like, I have the same, like, my mom and dad being very supportive. I did everything myself, really. Like, I built everything from scratch myself, like, no hands out. Like, I didn't ask a single euro from them to build this or to invest in my own. I was just lucky that they took me to Thailand, my mom and my stepdad, that I got to know this country from a very young age, that I did an internship here, and that I knew, like, okay, I want something different, you know? So that I'm grateful for that, and then because that gives you a different perspective on life, and it gives you like more, I think you're more open-minded when you go through these things on a young age. You guys know that as well, right? You see different things than what a lot of people see in the Netherlands, which doesn't make us specifically better, but it's just different. And then you move more with purpose, I think, because you know a bit better, like, where do I want to head, you know?
Yeah, you don't stay in this box, you know?
No, exactly. And that's important. And that's the same with e-com. Like, you can't stay in that box, like your guy's still in a box, I'm in a box as well. We need to keep going and get out of that box, out of that comfort zone, you know, because there's always a moment that you reach that comfort zone again, which is normal, and then it's on us to push each other again. You guys as brothers, like, bro, we need to go higher, or more doesn't always specifically mean more money, but it can be anything else, you know.
Right.
Maybe what you guys could give a suggestion, like someone is watching and then considering to start, whether that's with business belts or whether that's like with a different program. What would you guys recommend someone considering, like, hey, should I start with e-com, yes or no?
I mean, I would, without a doubt, suggest business belts. It might seem like a lot of money, you know, in the beginning, but that can easily be made back within, you know, a couple months. Of course, there'll be a lot of ups and downs early on. That's just part of it. There are also people that, you know, make it back within the first few weeks. It's also a bit of luck, but, you know, at least we had I would say a start that's for us more of a learning process, you know, where we got to learn from it and keep pushing. But yeah, without a doubt, I would suggest it to anybody that's looking into commerce, e-commerce.
If you stick with your 9-to-5 job and you're dedicated and believe in yourself, then I think business belt is for you.
And if we can do it, anybody can do it.
Exactly.
For sure, man. Yeah. That's what I always say. That's what I thought before I started with e-com as well. If this guy on the screen can do it, I can do it too. You guys probably thought the same. And now you're saying it to other people, you know?
Saying one thing, but doing it,
that's a different thing. That's a different thing. But you guys have that mindset. And even if you don't have that mindset, we still push people, we help people to get there with also the accountability and stuff, you know?
For sure. Yeah.
Like, you guys have had calls with Rudy on accountability side, likely not because he needs to push you to go training, because you're like, you don't need that. But maybe on other sides, maybe he dived deeper into like the financial thing or into other things on your business. Like, it just really depends on the person, you know?
Rudy kept us level-headed, you know? Sometimes for us it wasn't fast enough, and he was like, relax, trust the process, you guys are doing well already. So he always like made us feel good about ourselves and said that everything will be all right, you know?
Yeah.
It sounds cliche, but
For sure, yeah. But it is true though, especially like with e-com, you can make one day 1,000 euros, for example, and then the next day it can be down. And you're like, fuck, I want the same as yesterday, but now you're not doing it, and it gets into your head. But when you actually zoom out, you're like, bro, we're actually doing okay. Like, you know, we need to see the bigger picture.
For sure.
Yeah.
And,
just having those two coaches alone, Rudy and Mouse, just makes everything so much easier, and you know, you can learn so much from those guys. And I mean, you can see it yourself with the numbers we have been generating. It would have never happened if it weren't for, you know, the help of Mouse and Rudy always keeping us on track.
All right, guys, thanks for this, man. I really appreciate it. We stay in touch. I hope to see you guys in red belts, but I will see you guys in Samui as well. So we can have more talks also related to red belt about that. You guys can ask us any questions like what exactly does it look like. We can have one-on-one talks. We will dive deeper into that. But also before, if there's anything, just feel free to let us know. Also, guys, I actually want to invite you for a red belt call. We have weekly calls on red belt on Fridays. We do that with all the red belt guys. And what I usually do when there's guys in blue belt like did very well and, you know, they're considering to maybe join, whether that's now or like in a few months, you guys can just join one of these calls and see like, okay, what are these calls like? Even if it's when it's in group form, it's gonna be a different thing. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, this is something different.
Right.
So I'm sure that you guys would like that. So if you guys want, we can already do this Friday, and then I will send you the details. It's gonna be around, I think, either 4 or 5 p.m. Bangkok time, something like that.
yeah, sign us up, man.
That'd be great, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I will share that to you guys, and then see you guys there, man. Have a nice day. Thanks for the call. We stay in touch. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.